Hello guys, Dmitry Bonder there. In just 30 minutes, Logan Paul made $1 million last weekend by selling 3,000 unique digital copies of this picture. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk and many others are still investing in NFTs. So what is NFT and what should you do? Today I have everything you need to know about NFTs, what they are, why they are blowing up and how they could change the world of art and collectibles forever. And hopefully by the very end of this video you'll be able to make some sense of it and make some money for yourself, or at very least understand what is going on, because the NFT market is on fire. NFTs are blowing up right now, and really prices for asset classes across the board are getting a little frothy. It's because there are a lot of enthusiasm coming from investors for just about anything that goes public by spec, for sports, trading, cards for Pokemon, cards for Bitcoin, for dogecoin, and now it's NFTs and even NFTs kittens. Yes, you may have heard there were kittens involved. It's not a joke. The first use of NFT was a game called Cryptokitties that allowed users to trade and sell virtual kittens. Thank you, internet, I'm living in a very interesting time. I love kittens and I think you too, but not as much as the person who paid over $170 for one. Look at this cute kitten. The kittens show that one of the most interesting aspects of NFTs, for those of us who are not looking to create a digital dragon slayer of art, is how they can be used in games. There are already games that let you have NFTs as items. One even sells virtual plots of land as NFTs. There could be opportunities for players to buy a unique in-game gun or helmet or whatever as an NFT, which would be a flex that most people could actually appreciate. But are only gamers able to use NFT, and what is NFT? So NFT stands for a non-fungible token. That doesn't make it any clear for you, I know. Right, so here is the explanation. Non-fungible more or less means that it's unique and cannot be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible. Trade one for another Bitcoin and you'll have exactly the same thing. A one-of-a-kind trading card, however, is not fungible. So, for example, if you traded it for a different card, you would have something completely different. For example, you gave up a Squirtle and got a 1909 Honus Wagner, which Stadium Talks call the Mona Lisa of baseball cards. I'll take their word for it. Here is how NFT works. At a very high level, most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but it's a blockchain also supports these NFTs, which store extra information that makes them work differently from, say, an Ethereum coin. It's worth nothing that other blockchains can implement their own versions of NFTs. Traditional works of art such as paintings are valuable because they are one of a kind. But digital files can be easily and endlessly duplicated. With NFTs, artwork can be tokenized to create a digital certificate of ownership that can be bought and sold. As with a cryptocurrency, a record of who owns what is stored on a shared ledger known as a blockchain. And records cannot be forged because the ledger is maintained by thousands of computers around the world. NFTs can also contain smart contracts that may give the artist, for example, a cut of any future side of the token. Here are some special properties of NFTs. Each token minted that has a unique identifier. They are not directly interchangeable with other tokens one by one. For example, one Ethereum is exactly the same as another Ethereum. This isn't the case with NFTs. Each token has an owner, and this information is easily verifiable. They live on Ethereum and can be bought and sold on any Ethereum-based NFT market. In other words, if you own an NFT, you can easily prove you own it. No one can manipulate it in any way. You can sell it, or in some cases this will earn the original creator resale royalties. Or for example, you can hold it forever, resting comfortably knowing your asset is secured by your wallet on Ethereum. And if you create an NFT, you can easily prove you are the creator. You determine the scarcity. You can earn royalties every time it's sold. You can sell it on NFT market or peer-to-peer. You are not locked on any platform and you don't need anyone to intermediate. And during the next couple of minutes, I will tell you the main use of NFTs. NFTs' main use has been found in the digital art world. In the traditional physical art world, when an artist completes a work, there is the only copy of it. There is only one physical copy of Da Vinci Mona Lisa, for example, a scarcity which helps add to its astronomical value. Forgeries are difficult when replicating physical art, thanks to cumulative experience of art historians and experts around the world, and the technology that can be used to red out fakes. And here comes NFTs. When dealing with the digital art, pieces can be copied much more readily, usually with just the simple duplication of the file. NFTs put an end to that, encrypting the digital source of artwork with a blockchain to ensure it remains the definite version of that piece. For example, a digital artwork could be embedded in this video, but it would not be the artwork. In theory, that artwork could be copied an infinite amount of times, which essentially renders it worthless in a monetary sense. However, the person in ownership of artwork's NFT holds to something much more valuable, the original piece. So what's stopping people copying the digital art? Nothing. Millions of people have seen Beeple's art that sold for 69 millions and the image has been copied and shared countless times. In many cases, the artists even retain the copyright ownership of their work, so they can continue to produce and sell copies. But the buyer of NFT owns a token that proves their own original work. That's important. And you know, some people compare it to buying an autographed print. Not only the art industry is affected by NFTs, here is how it affects music. In early March 2021, Kings of Leon band became the first band to release a major rock album through NFTs. Their 8th studio album is still readily available in all the usual formats, but fans who purchases one of their $50 NFT albums became the owner of a blockchain token that grant access to limited edition extras like, moving artwork or vinyl versions. And these tokens are only available to be purchased for 2 weeks after the album's the 5th of March release date, after which no one will be available to buy this product. So what does it mean? This essentially means that Kings of Leon have been able to provide the deluxe edition versions of their new album with all the extras that fans expect, completely digitally. And it's really cool. And that's especially handy during a global pandemic, a time when popping out to a physical store is a harder challenge than usual. So the NFT tokens can be redeemed for physical goods at a later date, for example. NFTs give even digital albums and other artworks collectability and value beyond what would usually be expected from what is essentially a handful of computer files. The point really depends on whether you are an artist or buyer. If you're an artist, first off, I'm proud of you. You might be interested in NFTs because it gives you a way to sell work that there otherwise might not be much of market for. If you come up with a really cool digital sticker idea, what are you going to do? Sell it on the iMessage App Store? No way! Also, NFTs have a feature that you can enable that will pay you a percentage every time the NFTs is sold or changes hands, making sure that if your work gets super popular and you balloons in value, you'll see some of that benefit. If you are a buyer, one of the obvious benefits of buying art is it lets you financially support artists you like, and that's true with NFTs, which are way trendier than like Telegram stickers, for example. Buying an NFT also usually gets you some basic usage rights, like being able to post this image online or set it as your profile picture, Plus, of course, there are bragging rights that you own the art, with a blockchain entry to back it up. So let's say if you are a collector, NFTs can work like any other speculative asset, where you buy it and hope that the value of it goes up one day so you can sell it for a profit. I feel kind of dirty for talking about that, to be honest. So you may ask, every NFT is unique? In the boring technical sense, that every NFT is unique token on the blockchain. But while it could be like, let's say, one Go where there is only one definitive actual version, it could also be like a trading card where there are, let's say, 50 or hundreds of numbered copies of the same artwork. But who would pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for what basically amounts to a trading card? Well, that's a part of what makes NFTs so messy. So some people treat them like they are the future of fine art collecting, read as a kind of playground for the mega rich, and some people treat them like a Pokemon cards, where they are accessible to normal people but also a playground for the mega rich. Okay, you may ask, how much are NFTs worth? In theory, anybody can tokenize their work to sell as an NFT, but interest has been fooled by recent headlines of multi-million-dollar sales. On 19th of February, an animated GIF of Nyan Cat, a 2011 meme of flying pop-tart cat, sold for more than $500,000. A few weeks later, musician Grimes sold some of the digital art for more than $6 million. It is not just art that is tokenized and sold. For example, Twitter's founder Jack Dorsey has promoted NFT of their first ever tweet with the beats hitting 2.5 million. Christie's sale of an NFT by digital artist Beeple for $69 million, setting new record for digital art. All in all, as NFTs become more sophisticated and are integrated within financial infrastructure, it may become possible to implement the same concept of tokenized pieces of land, differing in value and location, in the physical world. The NFTs are getting more advanced and complex, and currently many companies are working on utilizing NFTs to create blockchain-based video games, which could make non-fungible tokens even more popular. Unlike the ICO craze of 2018, the NFT phenomenon is built on unique technological fundamentals, and that's very important. Who knows, maybe in the future, owning an NFT project will become as common as owning a website. I hope you find this video interesting. Thank you for watching, guys. Please consider to subscribe, click the like button, and support me on Patreon. Have a good day. Bye.